The insanity inside of Trump's FBI is reaching a fever pitch. And there are now widespread reports that FBI Director Kash Patel is on the verge of being fired by Donald Trump. Now, the question that some are asking is, will Trump even let Kash Patel survive this weekend? For now, Trump says no, Kash Patel is doing fine. But there are a number of reasons, a growing list of reasons that Kash Patel is in trouble. And these are the sorts of things that would get mid-level managers fired at a retail chain, never mind if you're head of the FBI. Now, let me just remind you, Kash Patel was caught using a government jet for what sources are calling a date night, flying off to watch his girlfriend perform in Pennsylvania. He used an FBI SWAT team to protect his girlfriend, not to protect the country, to protect his girlfriend. This is the sort of stuff you tend to see in far more corrupt countries than the United States, although we're getting there. And reportedly, people inside the administration are just fed up with this. Attorney General Pam Bondi, Deputy AG Todd Blanche are annoyed that Kash Patel keeps posting these victory laps on social media that don't materialize. You know, he posts that we've had a breakthrough. So look at what happened in the aftermath of the Charlie Kirk killing. And then months of work by FBI agents, in some cases, are blown up by the things that Kash Patel posts. And meanwhile, it is leaking from people close to Donald Trump that Kash Patel is on very thin ice. First, really quick, I want to tell you about one of our sponsors. Many VPNs claim they don't track you. Only one can prove it, and that's our sponsor, Private Internet Access. Private Internet Access is the only VPN with multiple real-world court cases showing that when law enforcement requests user logs, they don't have them because they don't log anything. Their software is open source. Anyone can inspect the code and confirm that. There's transparency that you do not normally see in the VPN industry. You can use one account on unlimited devices, phone, laptop, tablet, even your router. Works with Netflix and YouTube and streaming services worldwide. It is like a secure tunnel between you and the internet that nobody can see into. I've been using PIA for years. It's one of the few privacy or security tools I truly trust. Get 83% off, just $203 a month, plus 4 extra months free at piavpn.com/Pakman. The link is in the description. Okay, so Trump usually doesn't go public and say, I am not happy with this person. He usually insists that everything's fine until it's not. But there are sources that are saying Kash Patel's removal is closer than ever. There are replacements already being floated. Andrew Bailey, the guy that Trump slid into this weird co-deputy director role, his name is being floated as potentially the right person to take over for Kash Patel. And meanwhile, you've got Dan Bongino, who is also co-deputy director of the FBI, who would love the job, but apparently he is not really in line for it. Now, in the middle of all this, the White House is publicly pretending nothing is happening. They said, in addition to Trump saying, no, Kash is great, everything's fine, the White House put out a statement saying Patel is critical to the team and he has participated in restoring integrity. Not exactly my interpretation of it, but this is exactly what you say when you are about to fire someone, which is you say, we are really thrilled with the job that you are doing. And that can quickly transition into, we are thrilled about the next job that you are going to do. The timeline really matters because under federal law, Trump can replace Kash Patel with Andrew Bailey without Senate confirmation as soon as December 15th. Bailey has to hit 90 days in his current position. On December 15th, he will. And if that happens without a Senate confirmation, which would be very ugly, Bailey would be able to just take over for Kash Patel. So there's a belief, because Bailey is seen at least as steadier than Kash Patel, there's a belief that after December 15th, assuming that nothing happens this weekend, that after December 15th, Bailey is simply going to be put in there and he will be able to skip Senate confirmation, which is another theme we see with this administration, which is if we can avoid accountability, if we can avoid confirmation hearings or whatever process is normally required, that is better. So if we zoom out, this is the way a lot of this stuff works with MAGA. You bring someone in who's incompetent or unqualified. They blow things up. They embarrass the administration. They get into public fights with loyalists and they waste taxpayer money. They make unforced errors. And then you are fired essentially for the type of behavior that was rewarded up front. So Patel might be busy doing a good job, but the knives are very clearly out. They've got a replacement lined up. And for now, Trump is saying, I'm confident in him. And that's the way it is until the person is fired. So it is a Kash Patel crash out. And the real question, if you believe the insiders who say this is inevitable, is does Kash Patel have days left as FBI director, or does he have weeks left at FBI director? At the same time, Tulsi Gabbard was very close to being out as DNI, Director of National Intelligence, but she went quiet, then came out and strongly praised Trump, and she was able to survive. So we'll see. You think Kash Patel lasts 2 weeks? Let me know in the comments. Appreciate you watching. Stick around for this next video, and don't forget to hit subscribe so you actually see our uploads. You can also catch the full podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.